Before you buy a camera for YouTube, ask yourself these 4 questions. Number 1, what is your budget? Question number 2, what type of YouTube channel do you have? Question number 3, can your computer handle your footage? And last but not least, what type of lens will you get? When I say what is your budget, it just means how much money you're willing to spend in total, right? The biggest mistake you could make is if you have an $800 budget, you see a camera for $800 and then you buy it. Especially if you're buying your first camera. And I'll tell you why this is a big mistake. A lot of times you don't even need to buy a professional camera because automatically you have a cell phone and a cell phone has a camera, you could use the cell phone camera. Before you even make your investment to buy a camera, you need to think about your audio equipment, lights, tripod, memory card, and a computer. If you don't get these things, your camera quality is not gonna look up to par. Even if it's a camera that costs $4,000, $5,000, if you have $800, don't buy a camera with the whole $800. I would rather you buy a used camera for $600, and then you could leave the extra $200 to buy these other equipments. If you could spend more on these other equipments, that's going to be even way better. The good news is you're going to be filming a YouTube video. You don't need to buy high-end lights. You don't need to buy an expensive tripod. There are a lot of those type of equipments that are very affordable. Those other things are going to be essential for your quality of your video to look good. Not even amazing, but for it to look good. Because if you buy a camera and you don't have any lights, the quality is gonna look horrible. You know, the only thing that could save you is for you to go film outside. Also, audio equipment. Content is king and audio is your queen. The audio is more important than the quality of your video. Let me switch it right now so you could kind of see the difference. Right now you're listening to the audio coming from my camera. It's a big difference, right? It doesn't sound 100% clear. Okay, so now I'm going to switch back. I recently made a big purchase. I bought another camera. The camera did not come with a memory card. Imagine buying an expensive camera and it doesn't even come with a memory card. When you're buying a camera, keep these accessories in mind. These things together is what's going to make the quality of your videos look impeccable. Is that a word? I think that's a word. Whatever your budget is, make sure to include these extra accessories in your purchase. Do you have a vlog channel, business? Is it a beauty channel? Do you do makeup and hair? Like, what type of channel are we talking about here? Your YouTube channel is very important because it's going to determine if you need to buy a professional camera ASAP or if you could wait on buying a camera. At the end of the day, it's about the audience. It's not about us, it's not about you, it's about the audience. If you have a finance YouTube channel, you're talking about business, most likely you could get away with not having a high quality video. A lot of times you could just use your phone. When it comes to education, most of the time, people just watch your videos to get educated so they could learn the information. But, there's a big but, people always will care about your audio. Now there are certain YouTube channels where you definitely need to have high quality videos. Like for example, like my YouTube channel, since I'm talking about cameras and I'm talking about video editing, my videos need to look decent because if I have bad quality videos, I'm in no position to give you advice about how to improve the quality of your own videos, right? Channels like tech channels, if you're doing any reviews, you need a high quality camera. Even if you don't have a high quality camera, you definitely need to find a way to make your video look better. You don't need a high quality camera for that. You just need lights. Pay attention on the type of camera that you buy because there are a lot of cameras that cannot record for more than 30 minutes. If you're doing a live stream, that might be a problem because you want your camera to stay recording. Like the camera I'm using right now is going to stop recording and I have to press record again. So you need to take that into consideration when you're buying your camera. Now, if you're filming educational videos, even if you're filming vlogs, then it doesn't matter if the camera stops. You could always press record afterwards. I don't think that's an issue. And another thing, I would recommend you to get a mirrorless camera because the mirrorless camera is very small. I'm using a mirrorless camera right now to record this video. You know, even if you're not doing vlogs, actually, I would still recommend you get a mirrorless camera. It produces high quality videos. All of the mirrorless cameras that I know, they have the flipping screens like the Canon M50. I know Sony have one. Think about getting a mirrorless camera if you're buying a camera for YouTube. Make sure to download the editing software and start editing videos before you buy a camera. I say that because you're not going to have money to pay for a video editor in the beginning. You could do that in the future, but in the beginning, you're going to need to edit your own videos. Sometimes your computer might not be able to handle it. If it can't, then I'm sorry, but you're going to need to invest. I'm not gonna say buy. You're going to need to invest in a computer because editing takes time. And if you have a slow computer, then it's going to take longer for you to edit your videos, okay? Double check to make sure to see how your computer performs when you're editing a video. Another option that you have, you could also edit videos on your phone. If you want to, you could do that. When you buy a camera, automatically it usually comes with a lens, right? That is known as the kit lens. A kit lens usually comes with a camera that you buy. You do have the option to not buy the kit lens. Therefore, you could decide to get a separate lens. But it is very important for you to educate yourself when it comes to the lens that you buy. If you're primarily going to use this camera for YouTube, the kit lens is good enough for YouTube. Now, if you want to increase the quality of your videos, then I would definitely recommend you get a different lens. But before you even get a lens that's different than the kit lens, you need to do your research because there are a wide variety of lenses, right? You could use the kit lens because I'm using the kit lens right now to record this video. But if you do want a higher quality video in the future, you need to consider buying different lens. I will make a separate videos that talk about lenses because it could get complicated. There are lenses that zoom in, zoom out. There's lenses that produces more light, where it brings in more light to the camera. I would say a lens is even more important than the body itself, the body, which is the camera. A lot of people, when they buy cameras, they'll buy a camera one time, but they'll keep buying different lenses. But overall, if you want to find out what type of camera your favorite YouTuber is using, click on their description. They will always link their camera in the description. So make sure to do that right after you watch this video. I know in this video I talk a lot about what you need to think about before you buy a camera for YouTube, but I do have another video that talks about the type of equipment that you need to get. I break down everything, okay? Go ahead and click on that video and I'll see you later.